How's everybody doing? Yeah. Sorry, a bit late. I thought I was live and I wasn't live. So, am I live, TG? Is it live? Are we live? Yes, we are very alive. Not free because we're still in lockdown, but we are free. Yes. You mean live? Yes, not free. Okay. Yes. So, if you'll know, I'm feeling a bit. I don't know, two tones today. But I suppose that is La Luna. That is why I started the Luna streams. But I got a good piece of constructive, let's say, criticism. And I've decided until I really decide what I want from La Luna, then I'm going to perfect her and make her sort of into what I want. So I also need the right makeup and the right things for that. Hello, yes. So yeah, so up and downs and roller coasters and driving, especially in the last month. I think now that we're opening up, not free yet, people, not free yet. We're opening up and we're trying to get back to normal and things are happening. I don't know, are some businesses doing well? I can see, like, in the business I'm in, things are trying to claw their way back. So yes, and of course the interest rates have been low, so a lot of people have bought houses, a lot of people have done things. I see Bitcoin's up. I don't know about today, but yesterday it was doing very well, the best yet. So a lot of people are happy about that. A lot of people are obviously going through changes and things. Yes. So what I just wanted to talk about was, I suppose, my feelings of these emotions. I mean, I know. Roll call. Hello. Yes. So these sort of ups and downs, right? These crazy emotions. I know people are also, work's opening up. People are coming back to work. How do they feel about it? How do you guys feel about it? Do you have to go back to work? Do you not have to go back to work? Maybe leave a comment. Tell me what's going on. You can email us at rebelliousruthie@gmail.com and let me know what you're going through and what your experiences have been. Have you had a choice? We don't have much choices these days, but I suppose you always do. But it's tricky with the current status quo. But yes, and God knows what's happening about the weather in Gauteng. So in the last week, it said sunshine, right? Freaking sunshine. But it's freezing cold. I haven't taken out any summer stuff. Nothing. I'm still in winter garb. It's like, hello, where are we? So this is the thing. We're feeling up and down. And I mean, look, I watched Squid Game. We crashed it in, I think, one night, 1.5 nights. Watched the entire season. I usually do that with a series. I get into it and I go deep. I go all in. What do they say? Go. What's it? Go. What? Go deep or go home? No, not deep. Wait, let's not talk about deep. I can't think of the term. But yes, so that was, and I was looking at Squid Game, and look, apparently a friend of mine said to me, look, it's not for us, our age group, being over 35 and up, sort of for the youngsters. And I'm thinking, is it like this interchangeable feeling of, because I think youngsters don't know how to interpret their feelings and emotions. If you're poor, you feel crap. If you're rich, you feel crap, right? That's like the vibe of Squid Game. I think in the end, doesn't matter what you have, it's still crap. And I think it's all about thinking and your state of mind, because I've seen some incredible people who have zilch, nothing, especially the fantastic people that are in this country, and they're always smiling and laughing and having such a joy, even though they've got very little. So, it's all about our thoughts. It's how we process our reality. And I think being on a roller coaster, especially with things having changed miraculously. I mean, 2019, I look back and my world was completely different. And also, I think my consciousness was completely different. I'd like to think I'm more aware. I'm more trying to be more in touch with people, my surroundings, my emotions. I don't know about you guys. So, what does Roadrunner say? It's time to revolt against the Dompas that is coming. Should be gazetted in the first week of December. Maybe a hard lockdown in the cards as well. Worldwide freedom marches on the 20th of November. You must go. Yes, we all should. Like I said, we're not free yet. We're still in freaking lockdown. Like, I mean, if someone had said that to me 3 years ago, that we will be in a state of lockdown and not be, well, we are in a war, but we're not. Like, someone's telling me I can't go to the shop between 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock or whatever the frickin' time is. Like, really, not cool. By the way, if anyone's had any experiences, I mean, most people don't care now. I know lots of people who've snuck out past curfew and whatever, and nothing's basically happened to them because we have such a, well, thank God. Listen, the one thing I can say about being in this country at this moment, the fact that we have such a useless system in place is to our advantage, very much to our advantage. And that includes with this new Dom Pass. I mean, they can't even read a municipal account correctly, right? Like, they can't even get figures right. Like 1 minus 1 is 11,940,596. Yes, right? They can't even get that right. And we're worrying about this. And of course, everyone knows this country is so corrupt. I mean, hello. You won't need much. Not much. Yes. Hi, Dave. Hardy Dave, sorry. Hi. No, I'm not high. I actually haven't smoked in a while, even though I really acquired some good crap. But I'm saving it for the weekend. One of my best mates from overseas is coming over, and we're gonna have a jaw. We're gonna have I can't wait. It's gonna be epic. Looking forward to it. Yeah. But yes, so the weather's up and down. I think people are up and down. Are they going to go back to work? Have they gotten used to being at home? They've got kids to look after. They've got elderly to look after. Some people don't have, I mean, young kids. What do you do with your kids? What do you do with your kids if you have to go back to work now after? And it's also there's such a look. I know in the government schools it's 1 day on, 1 day off, 1 day on, 1 day off. I mean, hello, also up and down, up and down. Like, make up your freaking minds. It's pathetic. And I'm sorry, this whole thing is just a complete overreaction. Like, that's how I feel. The way, and people have lost everything. That's my opinion. But the points I wanted to sort of also make, I've made a few notes like I always do because you know me, I've got goldfish brain. I go up and down. So what is Mr. Hardy Dave saying? So I'm going to put on my brills, my spectacles. 2020 was a major change. I feel stronger and angrier and have a sense of purpose in the fight against this tyranny. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. Good for you. I mean, I don't know if anyone's seen Squid Game that's watching, but just to go back to that point, it's, to me, I didn't particularly think it was all that great. I really didn't. And it's just so difficult. I think Mountain Goat was, was it Mountain Goat or Roadrunner? I think it could have been Roadrunner, who said to me the other day that it's the rich, like rich people teach their children how to be rich. And the poor just teach their kids that they have to have in order to impress the rich, which I think is so poignant. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I think with the introduction of crypto, I think it has changed a lot of people's lives. Look, you might kill me, but I'm still doing that. I'm still trying to get into that space, which I will eventually. And probably now is not the right time for me. But yeah, I'm looking for other things. But yes, Hardy Dave makes an excellent point. It's made us realize we've gone through these highs, we've gone through these lows. It's pushed us to make us feel that we need to decide what we want, because life's become uncertain. Well, it's always been uncertain, but life's sort of like our choices have been taken away. We've been told what we can do, what we can't do, where we can go, where we can't go. It's pushing us in a direction to really interrogate what we want. And I think that is so key. And I mean, for half, I think in 2018, like you could be talking to friends and family or whatever, and you're asleep. You're not in the present. You need to be in the present. I mean, I sound like I'm lecturing, but I need to be in the present. I realized I wasn't being in the present. I was always worrying about either the past or tomorrow. So yeah, fit up and down a crossbar. It hurts. It's good for me. Listen, Hardy Dave, I've met you in real life. I don't think you're that unfit. But yes, it is time to up our game. So I'll be honest. I obviously with my illness in, when was it, July, August. All the meds they gave me spiked my sugar, and I now obviously have to look after myself. And I've been sliding. I'll be honest, I've been sliding, and I've been tasting and smelling this funny taste in my mouth, and I think it's actually the sugar. So, and I'm actually not feeling so great this evening, and I had a wee bit of dinner. Not that it was great dinner, because of course I've got two men in my life and they need carbs, so I had a little bit. But I'm going to really try and watch it. I'm going to really try and look after myself, and everyone else must look after themselves, because that's our health is vital. Get that vitamin D, breathe fresh air, go outdoors, try, spend time with family and loved ones, friends. Yes. So that's about that. And also just going back, sorry people, you know me, going back to like this whole business about rich or poor, and I don't think it's so important, but I just have noticed like a trend. Like I think sometimes poor people are so happy in themselves at times that they're not. Look, I'm not talking about people with severe mental illness like addiction or things like that. I'm talking just in general. They get on with it. They're content with their lives. It's so important, right? And then, I mean, I know of an uncle's friend of mine or something. They had to give a kidney to their brother, and there was a financial fight in the family. And true shit, what happened? They demanded that they get the kidney back, and there was an entire lawsuit. I mean, it was balmy. It was completely, literally, totally balmy. Can you imagine? Like, you give a kidney up to your family, and then you demand it back. I mean, hello? Like, hello, McFly? Like, what the F? Yeah. Ooh, no liver. Listen, I know my liver's. So I think if I look at my chakras, well, not the chakras, my chi and my, I can't think of the term now, but all my organs, reflexology. I do know that my liver meridian is not happy, and I think a lot of my life I've spent being in a very angry and intense space, and I think that's due to liver toxicity. And yeah, I need to look after my liver just like I need to look after my pancreas. Yes, very important. Yeah. I know an amazing woman who passed away from pancreatic cancer, and you don't even realize it's a silent killer. It's a very silent killer. So yeah. So that's a bit scary. But now we're talking lows. Now we're all down. So we got to be happy. Not got to be. It's a choice. I think it's a choice, and it's hard. But I think if you're up and down, it's okay. It's okay again. It's normal. It's normal to have good days and bad days. But don't be hard on yourself. Clear your thinking, people. Breathe. It's so important to breathe and put things in perspective. Like, anyway, that's just how I feel about that. But yes, so I miss playing in the park. I don't know if you can tell. I like the hardy dance. Sorry, I called you hardy dance and hardy. Oh, Yanya, Hardy Dave. Yeah, hardy dogs are crazy. All I know is that their shit is seriously toxic. Like you got to scrub the patios to get that stuff off. In fact, I've seen a couple nestling in on, because I feed the birds in the mornings. I love my birds. Even though I don't have a parakeet or something on my own, but my mom and dad had plenty for me to last a lifetime. And they're incredible animals, and they can live as long as people. Some of them live to 60, 70, 80 years. Yeah, they're incredible, and they're basically, yeah, their homeland is Australia, down under. Yes, down, yes, feeling down. And it's remarkable, that people can actually grow so, have such affinity for such a little animal. I love the birds. In fact, the first day I stayed in this new house, a robin, okay, came and tapped on the window. Of course, I shat myself because, like, what happening? TG, what's going on? And then I looked. I didn't have curtains up yet because we'd literally just moved in, and it was, of course, I was still battling illness at that stage. Yeah, still on oxygen, still trying to get there. And there was this beautiful robin, and it just said, "Hi, welcome." And yeah, so I've had very, very cool experiences with birds. Let's see. This shit is like stupid. By the way, talking of highs, I got new bras. Okay, you can't see exactly, maybe. The bras are lifting me up. Yes, not down. The old ones were droopy, getting down there. Yes, no, I got up. I got uplifted, definitely. Yeah. Didn't set me too much back as well. So that was a huge relief. Huge, yes. Speaking of size, huge. But that's a story for another day. Are we buffering? TG, get off. What are you watching? And what about little TG? Is he also? Oh well. Sorry, I don't know about the buffering. But yes, so I don't know. There's amazing spiritual things happening in the world. I don't know, Hardy Dave, perhaps you can elaborate. There are amazing things. Yeah, and I love this time of year. I love the rain. I don't know. The weather's just very confused at the moment. That's all I know. I'm just looking forward to those beautiful stormy rain days here up in Gauteng and those thunderstorms. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's basically what I was thinking about there. Yeah, hardy dog poop. Yes, no, that stuff is like paint stripper, definitely. But birds are, I think, unique. I think, and can you believe they came from dinosaurs? Like, it's amazing. Makes sense. Did I share that meme on the Rebellious 2.0 Telegram group about what scientists think like something looks like a skeleton of a particular animal, and then they think what it looked like. Meanwhile, it looks like a bunny rabbit. I don't know if you oaks have seen that meme, but that meme, yes, that meme. I mean, do you think dinosaurs had feathers on them? Could be. I think maybe they did. Used to say they were reptilian. I don't know. Is there conclusive evidence about that? Maybe they were gorgeous with plumage and plumes and beautiful feathers, and I mean, it must have been amazing. Yes, I did. Okay. Anxious over the world, nearly wanting to panic. There's a good call to stay calm and breathe. Yeah, it is a good call. We have to. I'm really trying to not overthink things, because I'm definitely an overthinker. Like, I worry about shit, and I struggle to be in the moment. And I think last time was sort of lessons that I've learned in the last while. I have to be in the moment, because it doesn't actually help worrying. It doesn't. You have to live each day by day. I mean, obviously you should have goals. If you want to do something, you want to go overseas, which is very hard now, and a pain in the ass, or rather pain in the side. Yeah, plan it. Make a goal. You want something in your life, plan it. I mean, for years I lived in this sort of state of limbo. Nothing really, well, everything was always happening to me, but I never had goals. Never. People said, "What do you want?" And I was like, I don't know. Like, just have a job. And yeah, now I have goals. So yes. Oh, look. Hello, Brett. Who knows? Birds are direct descendants of dinosaurs. Exactly. That's what I was just saying now. And they probably had lots of feathers. Yeah, has anyone's diets changed over the last while? Like, I don't know, like being obviously a mom trying to cook for a family, I struggle to freaking make dinner every night. Like, I'm at the point where I don't know what to make anymore. Like, I feel like I make the same thing over and over again. I'm going to pull my hair out. Like, anyway, so yeah, TG made dinner one night this week, and little TG made dinner as well, which was quite relaxing for me because I didn't have to do it. But yeah, what do you guys have for dinner? What do you guys make yourselves? Like, who cooks? Do you guys cook? Do you not cook? And I'm going completely off topic here, but yeah, those are highs and lows too. Like, I'm feeling low about what I can eat, and I don't always feel like rabbit food. Ooh, I did make mushrooms for myself last night. That was nice. With garlic. I didn't have enough wine though. I didn't have wine, which was unfortunate. Okay, Brett's going to tell us about some situation that he's probably going to stream about later. Yes, Brett, what are you going to situate in Eswatini? No, I haven't. I haven't been watching the news at all. What's happening there? Oh, that. I haven't heard the news at all today. I've been keeping myself out of it. I find I kind of catch a bulletin in the morning, maybe. But yeah, there was lots of news about crypto. Yeah, it's hectic about those. But let me just finish my point on crypto. So yeah, yesterday hit an all-time high. So yes, people, and that in itself, like dealing with cryptocurrencies, like you have highs and lows, like markets, like it's mind fucking. Like seriously, like in a way, I'm glad I never got into it because, like, yeah, hopefully I would have been bashing myself over the head because I probably sold too early, or I did something else with it, or I shouldn't have, or someone stole them. I think a family member of mine said their account was hacked recently, and oh God, no, I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, those 4 kids in Limpopo. Yeah, look, you never know what the hell's going on there. You never know. I mean, there was that whole something that happened where it was an internal matter, but it's horrible if someone's kids have been kidnapped. I don't wish it on anyone. But I think people realize we need to get wiser about our children and our safety of our children. I know that in Ecuador and in a lot of countries in South America, it's a thing. Kidnapping is a serious freaking thing. And we need to get clever, and we need to educate, I think, our schools. And I think if someone wants to get into the security business, I think now's the time, because I think our children are going to become targets, especially at private schools. I hope I don't give ideas to anyone, but I think, yeah, if I was a nefarious, terrible human being and I want to do something like that, we've got lots of opportunity in this country, I'm afraid. Yeah. So yes, it is very upsetting. Like I say, I think it's the most terrible thing if someone's child is hurt or taken away or kidnapped. I couldn't think of anything worse. Nothing worse. Like, no. Especially during that time when you don't know if they're okay. I mean, there was that amazing story in Cape Town where a car was hijacked and the baby was actually returned. It was dropped off at a shop. I mean, wow. Like, that was a real good feel story. That was like, wow. Yeah. So crazy. Brett says there are several okay, let's go here. Let's go to the comments again. Pro-democratic process demanding the long majority step down. Facebook and Facebook measure made the protest. Oh, yeah. Well, I say Twitter must be also taken down. But this is the thing. Like, someone said to me, oh, I don't have a Facebook. You have the power to choose what you take into your home. You have the power to choose what you want in your life, what things you allow, what things you see. I mean, I realize as well, I'm terribly sensitive to certain things. I saw a video the other day of dogs mauling a man, or about to maul. Well, they'd ripped his clothes off, and I couldn't actually watch. I showed it to TJ and he watched, and he was like, yeah, no, look, but they stopped the video, and you can only imagine what happens to the poor man after. And it's just, I mean, I think about things like that, and I can watch like gory movies, like I'm watching Chicago Med on what's it, Netflix at the moment. Oh my God, I'm so into it. And there's blood and there's, it's wild, but I schmark it. By the way, Halloween's coming up. Yes, we've got a surprise there for people. Yes. So yes, what do you say about Thailand too? Being kidnapped for sex trafficking is a real thing. No. In fact, I think sex trafficking is the most underrated, unknown scheme of the world. I think people don't know anything about it. I think people aren't aware of what happens and they're completely oblivious. My boss tuned me today because someone else tuned him. They didn't feel great. I do prefer the highs, but we can also appreciate the mountaintops from the valleys. No, sure. Listen, here in Gauteng, we don't have mountaintops. We have koppies. Yes, Elizabeth, if you're listening, koppies. That's what we have. Not mountains. Not in Cape Town. Yes, fuck. I really hope there's no fucking fourth wave in December. I really wanted to go down to Cape Town. Yeah, it's really like on my bucket list. Something I haven't been to Cape Town in how long? Sure, maybe 12 years. Yeah, I can't believe time flies. I can't believe it's that long. Is it that long? 10? No, not so long ago. Maybe 10 years. But still, 10 years is a long time. It's a decade. Yes. A decade. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Ooh, right. Halloween Kills. I don't know about that, but there's a new Halloween out. Oh, is it Halloween? Is it the name of it? Okay, sorry, I just saw a poster, so I didn't take notes of the verbiage. Yes. Yeah, that looks, I haven't watched the trailer, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely look into watching it. Ooh, okay, TG, thank you. Okay, you don't have to how we obtain our flicks is for another story. Okay. Now what's this? Crazy in the US was the transgender boy that raped the girl in the girl's bathroom and did it again. Oh God. No, look, I don't know how old that boy was, but I think what's it called? Chemical castration is definitely a thing that people should, I think people with, even if they're not sure about their sexuality, I mean, look, there's the whole SS, LGBTQ plus, whatever community there is. I think if your children are not sure about their sexuality, I mean, it's not for me to say, or if you are not sure about your sexuality or you're having freakishly crazy, I mean, there's an episode in this Chicago Med where a young boy, oh, hello, my fluff. It's my fluffy. She's here by my feet, which never happens. Is basically having seriously psychopathic tendency thoughts about girls and a particular type of girl. And he's young, he's 16, and he requests chemical castration, and they think it's a great option for him. And yet his stubborn father, who can't talk about anything in the real world, says no, he won't do that to his son because he doesn't understand the implications of it. So what does this poor kid do? He goes and chops his gets a pair of scissors and does it himself, which is permanent and damaging. So I'm just saying there are always solutions out there. There are always people that are, if you're lonely, if you need someone, there are people you can talk to, whether it be in your community or in your church or whatever you need, lifeline, internet. There is help out there. There is help. So yeah, I don't know, for certain people, I don't think there's no hope left. I think some people have really lost the plot. Can't think of who though, but yeah. No, look, that's also a thing that's always bothered me, is the lack of justice. But it says in the good book, don't judge, for I am the judge of all. And I am, so we have to sometimes not think about revenge. Look, I've never had a situation in my life where I've had to seriously consider revenge on anyone. It's not how I roll. It's not my karma. I think people have wanted to do revenge against me for no reason, or for what they think their reasons are. But no, I don't roll like that. I don't do that shit. It's too much drama for me. But yeah, so in the news, any other news that's been a bit crazy? Yes, thanks, Brett. I did actually want to mention those 4 boys. Thank you for reminding me. But the truth of the matter is, we need to make decisions. We're in this up and down time. If you want to be at home and work from home because you have children to look after, or an elderly parents, or whoever it is, or a husband or a sister or a brother or a mother or whoever, excuse me, go for it. Speak to people. And also, that's another thing. If you don't tell people what you want and you don't say, this is what I need, you're never going to get anywhere. Like, talk to people, tell them what you want, and it'll happen. That's a quote from the good book. But yes, Crowder was dropped off YouTube for a week after covered the Daily Wire story. Yeah. No, listen, in cancel culture, darling, it's also fucking nuts at the moment. Listen, this time in our lives will be seen as a huge defining factor on how communities are formed. And like I think Roadrunner mentioned to me as well the other day, that we need to stop fighting about all the other superfluous bullshit about getting the thing or the not thing. It's about fighting for our rights, and it's about standing up for our freedoms and not allowing governments and things to dictate to us how we should be living our lives. That's what's key. So yes, on the 20th of November, there is actually, wait, what am I doing? I'm using the wrong mouse. Cook, now what happened? Roadrunner, I'm going to make you a quick... no, how do we do this? Wait, where's the knoppy? No, it's not that knoppy. Oh, there we go. Wait, chops. No, I did something. Oh, God.